Hello. So, it is time for week 4 of UBL VGC Season 6. This time, we're against a very old, familiar friend. That's right. It's Air and the Sydney Sivers, also Silverstone on Showdown. And their team consists of Aerodactyl, Dragonite, Sylveon, Porygon Z, Oranguru, Tangrowth, Tauros, Copperaja, Center Scorch, Greedent, and Mr. Mime Galar. Now, they have really solid Trick Room options. 2 solid Trick Room setters in both Oranguru and Porygon Z. Porygon Z is very solid at trading Trick Room, as well as obviously doing insane damage with normal type moves. They have Tangrowth for redirection, Fake Out support on the Mr. Mime, Greedent and Copperaja as very valuable Trick Room sweepers. Greedent has some weird stuff you can do with Oranguru as well, apparently, which I believe they tried week 1. Aerodactyl is a faster Tailwind user than my own. Dragonite is obviously very scary, especially with redirection support. Sylveon is a fairy type that can really rack up my Scrafty that's been definitely putting in a lot of work recently. Center Scorch is something I've disregarded in the past, and I have, has scarred me in the past, so I have to respect Center Scorch. And Tauros, for the most part, I don't expect to come. I think the other 2 normal types are much better. One being good in fast mode and one good in slow mode. But I've at least paid some respect to the Tauros. Not a lot, but enough that it shouldn't matter. So I've kind of been going with a lot of the same strategies, but we at least get to see a different Pokemon this time. But first of all, Dracovish. We are actually bringing the Vish. We have not actually brought the Vish to, out in game yet. Excuse me, tickling my throat. But we are bringing out the Banded Vish. Enough speed to outspeed Aerodactyl at -1, which is quite relevant because we have Tapu Koko with Electro Web, which we'll get to in a little bit. We have the Sand Rush in case we need that form of speed control as well. And Fisher's Rend is going to body. As soon as Tangrowth goes down, Vish goes in. Vish in Sand or Vish with -1 will ruin the world. It will also outspeed a good amount of other things as well, which is notable. Things like Sylveon, it will outspeed. Basically anything from Sylveon down. It outspeeds Mime as well, I believe. No, not outspeed Mime. I'm thinking of something else, I think. I think Mr. Rhyme slows down, but Mr. Mime Galar is actually base 100 speed, but I think Rhyme might slow down. I don't know what I'm thinking of. Might we just be Center Scorch, which is base 70 speed that I'm thinking of? That we do outspeed? Or 60, I think Center Scorch is 65. So we'll outspeed everything Center Scorch and below, so that's Tangrowth, which granted we don't want to be hitting anyway. Oranguru, Copperaja, Sylveon, which is a big one. Greedent. Well, that's be like half their team, even without any speed boosting support, and then with an Electro Web or Sand, we'll outspeed their entire team. So, and Fisher's Rend, if you look at their team, they don't have many switch-ins too. They've got the Tangrowth and that's it. So there's a very good chance we bring out the Vish here. We've got a lot of support to take down that Tangrowth, trust me. Speaking of another Pokemon that doesn't really like Tangrowth, but is still coming regardless, is Excadrill. High horsepower, Rock Slide, Iron Head, and Protect. Nothing crazy here, we're just Life Orbs. Just pretty standard here. Able to go Adamant because we're just doing 1 point faster than our Dracovish. And they're both pretty much just offensive threats in Sand here. Glyph can easily come and just set up the Sand for us and make sure that both Pokemon really just go to town. And the rest of the team is to help support that plan. So, nothing crazy here. I don't even remember the calcs. I made most of this team yesterday. I just kind of fine-tuned it and tweaked it up for today. But obviously, Rock Slide is really nice for the double flying types, as well as the Mr. Mime Galar, though we also have Iron Head for that. Speaking of Iron Head, really nice for taking down Sylveon, which may be a problem, because we are bringing Scrafty here. And then just Ground does so well. Like, they've got the 2 flying types and the Tangrowth, which again is the outlier, but we have plans for Tangrowth. Next up, Gigalith. We are Iron Defense Body Press. If you look at most of their team, it is actually quite physical. You've got the Sylveon, who I would it could come in either the front or the back. Tangrowth, who, if it comes, it will most likely be in the front. Mr. Mime and Porygon Z. And everything else is really physical. I guess it's Oranguru as well, but Oranguru never really does a lot of damage. But a lot of Pokemon are quite physical. Meaning we can easily play to a 9 defense body press endgame here, if we want. The defensive calc works out that we can actually take 2 Leaf Storms for coming from a non-invested Tangrowth and live. The rest, a little bit of attack to make sure we pick up a... what was it for? It wasn't... What was it for? I think it was a 2-hit KO with Rock Slide on Dragonite. Was the attack investment for? And then the rest was just in defense, because obviously we're trying to beat iron defense body pressing stuff. So making sure we have that. And also, because they actually have 3 normal types, the body press is still going to do really good damage, as well as a steel type in Copperajah. Granted, we're not outspeeding that, but I expect if they're going to bring it, they're going to go min speed to make sure they have something to underspeed in Trick Room. So, next up is Scrafty. I'm a little worried about Scrafty just because of the Sylveon, but Scrafty is still insanely good here. So we've got Fake Out, Close Combat, Throat Chop, and Protect. We've got enough attack investment that Close Combat actually OHKOs a non-bulky Tauros. Originally I was just going to go for Porygon Z, but Tauros, like, the extra attack investment was needed to get the KO. Fake Out, Intimidate is great here. Again, they have quite a lot of physical attackers that I'm worried about, other than mainly Sylveon and Porygon Z are the main special attackers to worry about here. Sylveon dies to Excadrill, and Porygon Z will die to just me outspeeding it, honestly. I've got so much great speed control that, like, Porygon Z just... It's got to be, like, a Scarf Porygon Z, and even then it's not outspeeding Excadrill or Drake Efficient Sand. Throat Chop is actually a big one here because of Sylveon Hyper Voice. If it is going for Hyper Voices, it actually cannot deal with Throat Chop, because Throat Chop will turn off sound moves, including Hyper Voice. Meaning it's got to be running Moonblast if it wants to do anything. And we're also speed creeping it a reasonable amount here. I believe Sylveon hits about 80 speed, and we've gone at 84. Some Sylveon sets I saw were running at like 20 speed, which hits them to 83, I think it is. But we've gone a little bit more. As for the defensive investment, the rest is in defense because, again, for the most part, we're dealing with physical attackers. We got the Citrus Berry. This actually does mean we, even with the investment we have, we do take 2 Porygon Z Life Orb Tri-Attacks, just because it's the Citrus Berry. Protect is obviously great here. Close Combat is going to do a reasonable amount of damage. And I did want Throat Chop. I do want a Dark move regardless because of things like Oranguru and Mr. Mime Gala, so... especially the Oranguru, because I do want to make sure make sure I have ways to really quickly take that thing down, so. Next up, Tapu Koko. We have enough speed for Tauros. I originally, again, was only going to go for Mr. Mime Gala here. But I decided to pay some more respect to Tauros. I didn't need my nature that badly, so I figured I'm just going to go with the extra speed here, make sure I outspeed Tauros. And it allowed me to get a little bit extra bulk. Granted, the bulk wasn't really calculating for much. I just made sure I could live Dragonite Earthquake with an Expert Belt. Dazzling Gleam 2-hit KOs Dragonite, non-bulky Dragonite anyway. And we've got Safety Goggles. Safety Goggles is to make sure if they want to try and do Rage Powered Trick Room, we can lead Scrafty Koko and Fake Out and Taunt. And I think against everything, that stops it. So if they do Fake Out Trick Room with their own, if they do Rage Powder Trick Room, we can stop it because we have the Safety Goggles. Obviously we get Fake Out anyway. But yeah, it also gives us a repositioning, and again, the Goggles means we can go for things like Volt Switch into a Pokemon, and just ignore the Tangrowth in general. And also just taunt the thing so it just stops being really, really annoying. It's also why, for the first time, we're bringing Tornadus. This is Sharp Beak Tornadus, meaning that, I believe we can actually KO, or at least do insanely good damage to Tangrowth. This thing is pretty much here to make sure that if Tangrowth does get out of hand, we have an answer to it. We are Air Slash over Hurricane, because I do not want to miss. So this is like a massively specially defensive one that they start off with. But with 196 and Modest, I believe that gets us the KO 99% of the time. And that's what I was originally going for. But then the Sharp Beak actually let me 2-hit KO 2-hit KO Porygon Z with Air Slash, and I was like, that's really good. So that means even if they run some special defense, like, they've got to be running a good amount of special defense to make sure that they do not guarantee die to this, because, yeah, I'm going to throw on the Sharp Beak here. So even max special defense will get it, just because, like, the way that it increases, but let's say, like, 100. 100 won't do it. They've got to be running a lot of special defense to actually live. Like I say, max will just about do it. They need at least 232 special defense to live, and then that's defense that's just gone to allow things like Excadrill and Dracovish to really come in. There's a good chance we lead Torn Scrafty or Torn Coco or Torn Coco Scrafty. I'm making sure we've got at least one Sand Sweeper in the back along with Gigalith. Gigalith's probably coming every game just to make sure we get the Sand set up. Obviously, Scrafty has been amazing for us. I've been doing insanely well recently. Putting in so much work in so many games. Really showing the power of Fake Out Intimidate. As well as, it's going to do really good damage here as well, like, just because of close combat. And then hopefully our physical sweepers here can really just clean up in the late game. There's a chance we even just lead, like, Scrafty Dracovish or something stupid. I didn't really talk about anything else with Torn other than the damage. We only outspeed Mr. Mime, because I wanted to make sure I had the damage output. The defenses actually do matter here. We can actually take a Life Orb Rock Slide from Aerodactyl, I believe was the calc, while living on about 10% to make sure we can also live a Fake Out from the Mr. Mime. The special defense investment also means, I believe, I think it's Porygon Z that I was looking at. We can have a quick look. So 36 and 20 versus Porygon Z. I think that's what I was looking at. Yeah, so we can live Porygon Z Tri-Attack. Life Orb Tri-Attack from Porygon Z. And you see with this Sharp Beak here, we actually get the 2-hit KO guaranteed. So I can outspeed and 2-hit KO it, which is really, really nice. Because that is the strongest thing that it's going to be going for, to my knowledge. Because I believe not even super effective moves are really... Okay, super effective moves are more. Never mind. I forgot about that. Whoops. Is that going to matter? Hopefully not. But I can't really... I could drop a little bit of special attack, to be honest. How much would I need? Probably a little too much, right? A little too much for my liking is the issue. Yeah, 124. That's probably too much for my liking. I could try and finagle some spread around here. I won't bother you with that. I might see if there's a way I can live it, while also making sure I can still live the Rock Slide. We'll see. But yeah, other than that, I will see you guys for the match, which is pretty soon. Oh yeah, I forgot, we have Taunt on here as well, because we don't like Tangrowth. Tailwind of our own, in case they actually don't bring Aerodactyl, we can just set up Tailwind, and then we essentially have a Sand Rush of our own. Like, we don't need the Sand. U-turn for pivoting as well, same with the Volt Switch on Coco. Anyway, I'll see you in the match. It's in like 10 minutes to be fair, so I'll see you then. Alright, we're doing it. I did make some small changes. So, as for the small changes, I didn't do one of them, so let's do that real quick. Little scared, so I'm going to make my Scrafty a little bit faster. The main one was Torn. I changed the spread around a reasonable amount. This means we still live the Rock Slide that I still want to, but we also now live an Ice Beam or a Thunderbolt from Life Orb, what's it called? Porygon Z. So, still at speed. Still do a really good amount of damage, but we did have to drop a good amount of our special attack to do it. So... yeah, we're doing it. It's been a little while, especially in BGC that we were battle air. In fact, was the last time we battled air in VGC for at least for regular season? I think was actually Season 2. Because we never played Season 3. I dropped out of Season 4. We might have played, but I don't think we did. Season 5 I didn't play. So I think this is revenge for Season 2. Which, they certainly held on to. That they beat me twice in Season 2. They're having some showdown issues. Probably because they're playing Wilder at school. Alright, they are going hard Trick Room. This is the hardest Trick Room I've ever seen in my life. Okay. So I think Scrafty Torn is my best lead. Yeah, it's a super hard Trick Room mode. I don't even need sand. I genuinely do not even need sand here. I literally outspeed their entire team. So I'm going to go Scrafty Torn with Vision Drill in the back. Bring the power. Oranguru and Greedent. So we're going to Fey Heal the Greedent. I'm going to taunt the Oranguru. They are Mental Herb. That is quite bad, actually. That's bad, but it's good to know. Okay. So I have a plan for that for Game 2. I'm going to duel the Greedent here. That does nothing. Holy cow, that does nothing. They've got the Belly Drum. And that is going to save us here. Granted, if they Belly Drummed, they would have died. We got a crit with the Air Slash. That definitely is quite relevant, because it means I can go for Protect here. How much would a -1 Greedent do? I mean, we get to see how much damage it is. Scrafty versus Greedent. Level 50. With Facade. That's not running much of any attack investment. Actually, no. Never mind. That's Adamant Max Attack. Cool. Should be, anyway. Yeah, that's Adamant Max Attack. Which means if it has max HP... can't... Crit did... Ooh, it's definitely got a bit of bulk then. But I think we can go for a Protect and an Air Slash here. Okay. That's not too bad. What we can now do is we can go for close combat the Oranguru. And how do I want to do this? That's like the best optimization. Because we're almost out of Trick Room turns as well. I want to double attack here. I think going for this and this is the play. Get to eat my Citrus Berry. I go for Psychic on Torn. I go for a Throat Chop into the green, take it out. And we get to Air Slash the Oranguru. Copperajah gets to come in. I will protect. And I mean, I guess I can try and U-turn on out. They go for Play Rough into Scrafty. But they don't get it off. We get to U-turn on out. And in comes the boy. The Drill himself. I don't want to double a slot just because of Protect Trick Room is a possibility. Obviously Ally Switch is a thing. So what I can do is I can go for close combat? How much does Excadrill do to Copperajah? It's got to do a lot, right? Cop? 50 max HP Copperajah. We KO max HP Copperajah. So, okay. So we'll go Throat Chop. No, I think we have to close combat. So we're going to close combat. I'm going to high horsepower. We get the KO on the Copperajah. Close combat the Oranguru, and that should leave one mon in the back. That leaves the Tangrowth in the back. Protect and go back into Torn here. They knock off. Get to find out I'm Sharp Beak. And then I have revealed Throat Chop and close combat, so I may as well just go for it. Alright, we're going to see that damage, which is nice. I can see the damage that I do without the Sharp Beak here. Let me just grab the replay. Copy. Short teams. Cool. Cool. GLHF. Okay. So I'm just going to quickly look at that growth. So without the Sharp Beak, we're not actually getting the kill. Guaranteed anyway. Yeah, Scrafty put on so much pressure versus them. I am going to lead Coco Torn this time, and still bring Dracovish and Excadrill in the back. We're going to see Oranguru Greedent again. This time, letting me go for the double taunt into the Oranguru. No TR! No TR! The double taunt! I'm not having it! This also means we can taunt the Greens as well. I'm going to Volt Switch into the Greedent. The Oranguru is not a threat. I'm going to taunt the Greedent to make sure it can't go for belly drum. They psychic. Get a drop. Could matter. Hopefully not. We're just taunting on up. Not sure what the best way to kill here is. This is Greedent. Max HP at level 50. High horsepower is not a KO. I suppose getting rid of the Trick Room setter here is going to be good. But I also don't know what moves Green actually gets. So, like, neither can protect anyway. There's no ally switch shenanigans going on. I'm just going to double the Green. Forgot about all that recovery. Ow! Why do I always get crit game 2? This happened the other week. It was like week 2 or something. Okay, so we get a Coco. I'm gonna Volt Switch to green and taunt the Oranguru. Okay. I'm getting to Vish. Yeah. If they've got the Tangrowth, they've got to bring it in now. That is a Copperaja. That is not a Tangrowth. Okay, now, Dracovish, I know I shouldn't be underestimating you, but, if it's not running any defense, it's a guaranteed KO. Vish, get him. Blah. And it's Center Scorch, they didn't bring the Tangrowth this time. That's gonna die. And we outspeed it. We can U-turn here as well. Get some HP back. The Vish is finally doing some work. Get him. And then we'll just taunt the Oranguru. Make sure that it doesn't do anything stupid. Take down the Center Scorch. Can't Trick Room. And that is going to be it. GG. I want the Dracovish to get the kill. Dracovish finally gets some kills and actually does something here. GG's to Air. They brought hard Trick Room and I was so ready for it with double taunt. I made sure that any way the Trick Room was going to go up, it just wasn't going to happen. Really nice Dracovish actually got to do something. But yeah, because they went so in on hard Trick Room, I made sure I had so many answers to it. And I even switched up like some of my Pokemon as well. I made sure to bring a Coco as well, so. Yeah. I was ready. I was ready for Trick Room. You gotta be against Air, to be fair. Air loves Trick Room, so. So, yeah. That will do it. Very quick one. But that's going to do it for this week. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. We're now 3-1. So, yeah, so we're doing pretty well. So, alright, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.